Hey everybody! So I've got another sign for Lori. It is her golfing sign that I am doing today. There's a lot of pieces to it, so I'll try and kind of show you what it's going to look like there. Alright, so let's get started. First colors I'm using, of course, always white and black. I've got a color for natural beige. We've got drizzle gray, red, and green leaf. Those are all Delta Ceramic Coat. My whites I just refill with a big bottle of basically whatever I can find. So it's either Apple Barrel, Craft Smart, that kind of stuff. Alrighty, you guys. I'm going to probably do a lot of baby white method with this because I kind of think it'd be cool to make it look more like rustic guy golf vibe with the wood grain showing through. So this one should be a very easy beginner's project, okay? Alright, let me flip my camera down for you guys so you can see. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off for the moment. Alrighty. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is let's do a primer coat, which I forgot my roller. And we'll do a primer coat on this guy and then paint the rest of these. So just using my foam roller that I've showed you guys before. Okay, and then this guy, I'm trying not to push too hard because like I said, I do want the wood grain to kind of show through on this. So trying not to get too much of the edge here. And kind of make it look a little rustic. So the white paint is kind of going over the edge, but I'm kind of liking it. It looks a little more rustic, if you guys can see that right there. Okay. And then we'll do the same here with the ball, the golf ball. I probably will do 2 coats on this golf ball. And we might do a little bit of shading with the gray on this, but other than that, we'll leave it pretty simple. It's definitely a beginner project for this one. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Just getting these pieces. I should have probably taped these down. Now you guys understand why I say taping is always awesome. Let's see. That will work. Let's see. Maybe we'll flounce here. There we go. You can go ahead. Okay. And our F. Flounce this just a bit, and then I'm going to roll the rest here, just like so. Same with our in. Alright, it's okay. Alright, and our dude, the same. Trying to be a little careful because I don't want this golf club snapping on this. Alrighty. So just like that, let me go back over here real quick. Oops. A little bit of extra paint here, so just trying to blend that out. Okay, I'm going to come back, let's do one more coat. with our alfalfa here. The foam roller. Okay. Alrighty. That one is done. Let me put this right here for now. Okay. Alright, so this one where it already has the etch in it, I'm going to leave that one alone. I might distress the golf ones just a little bit with gray, but we'll look into that in a little bit. Our next color that I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of our the sand here. Or I guess this is the more groomed area, so maybe I don't want that to be sand. I was thinking sand pit, but maybe we want that a little bit different green than what I was initially thinking. So maybe no Xing on the natural beige. Brian?
What?
So this would be like the more groomed area of the greens, right? Because I was thinking of sand pit.
No, it's the green.
Okay, so I need just
All
a
is
lighter
in the
green. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit lighter of a green then. Okay. So actually what we'll do is I'm going to add our leaf green right here to my plate. Grab our baby white here. And what I'm going to do is we will just literally go over this all, working with our green. I'm going to need just a little bit of water here. There we go. Okay. Been working all over the place today, so my water's been traveling with me. Alrighty, guys. So smooth that out. Here. Okay. Right through here, I'm going to just kind of go a little bit darker with our wood green. So I'm putting more paint right through here, right around our circle. Okay. And then we're going to lightly blend the rest of it down into the gray. Or into the green here, still using the leaf green, and I'm just getting my baby white with a little bit of water. It's just kind of helping get it into those pores of our wood a little bit more. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to go over on this side. A little bit this way. Okay. Grabbing some more green. And like I said, I'm laying the green on over here just a little more thicker. Okay. Grab a little bit more water. Get this working. Alright. Okay. Alright guys, let's see here. I'm gonna just kind of clean up my edge in case we got any green going out of there. Alright. And then the last little bit of green I have, we're going to just do a lighter amount on and not so heavy. just like so. And we'll kind of blend in where our edges were just a little bit here. So you can kind of see that this spot is a little lighter, a little more groomed area compared to the rest here. Okay. Ooh. Baby white is extra painted. Probably grabbed an extra baby white. Maybe I did not. A little bit. Okay, guys. So there we go with our green there. You can see it this way. It's a little bit lighter and then around. Okay. The next thing, let me take this. I'm going to put this over here on my drying rack. Hopefully I don't hit my camera here. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, next thing that we're going to do is our flag here. And this I'm going to use our drizzle gray for. Goodness. Okay. So for this, I'm just grabbing a little bit. Let me get my paint or my brush just a little more wet. All right, so the biggest part that you're going to have to be a little more careful about is going right down the pole line for our flag. I'm just kind of envisioning a nice line going right straight down there. Okay. Going right through here. Alright. And right through here. Okay. I'm going to grab my edge here. Just like that. Alright, let me smooth that side out. On this side. There, okay. Same on this side. Alrighty. And cleaning that side up. Clean up this deep there. Alright, let me clean this up one more time. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. The extra amount that I have here, I'm going to get more of a wispy brush here. So like my feather brush or fan brush. Okay, I'm going to get that on my brush, but I'm going to kind of lighten and flick most of it off, okay? And then from here, I'm going to watch my wood grain. So my wood grain is kind of going crisscross here. So we're going to work with it. We're going to kind of give it a little bit of distressing. Okay. Same thing again. So we want very little paint left on the fan brush when we do this. Okay. We can add a little bit harder distress in little areas. Kind of give it that fill. Okay. Same thing here. Okay. And our in. Okay, we got a little more distress than I wanted there, but that's okay. We're going to add just a little more to the other pieces and it should work. And blend it in better there. Okay. Alright guys. Alright, and this dot here. This one's gonna cause some paint there. There we go. And we'll even do this with our guy. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna add just a little more drizzle gray, and we're gonna shade just a little bit of this golf club. Now this is a totally optional part. Okay. Grab my bags, and I'm just going to grab my, let's see, we'll use the same brush I was using for the flagpole. This is a number 8 flat brush. Alright, so I'm going to get white on one side, gray on the other. We'll ombre that back and forth just a little bit. And I'm just going to go right over the edge here of our golf ball. Just kind of giving that nice shading effect there. Okay, we'll go just a little more into here. Okay. So on these little curves, I'm just hitting it just a little bit. Up again here. So it's just kind of helping give depth. Alright. Bring that up to the camera so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay. Alrighty. Green. Alright, the next color I have is Fire Red. You don't need too much of that. It's just going on our little flag here. Same brush again here. And number 8 flat. Alright, I'm going to go right through here, and we're just envisioning our line going nice and slow. Got a bead of paint, so I'm just slowing that. There we go. Alright. And then I'm taking the rest of the paint and bringing that down to our flag. Now remember the reason why I do put the white coat underneath, it's kind of like a primer base, just to kind of help with getting those bright bold colors to show a little bit more. Now red is one of those colors that can be a pain in the bum, and it will show your brush strokes through it, so try and limit as much brush strokes as you can do, and do nice long ones as much as possible, and also try to go with the grain of the wood whenever you can. That will help with your red. Alright, let me use the heat gun here. One more time, I'm going to hit one more coat of our red. Just like so. And I'm just pulling the red further down. Okay. done with our red. Okay. All right, next is all of our detail work, which I forgot my little paint. Oh, no, I forgot my paint tray. Hold on. Working in 2 areas right now. Okay. So I've got a 10/0 spotter brush. Right here, I'm going to just do a little zigzag. We'll do our painted line here. Just using my liner brush. Okay. And on this one, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about doing another line on the other side. We'll see how I'm feeling. Let's get the rest of this outlined here. Okay. Alrighty. I think I'm going to just leave the outline on this side. I feel like if we do 2 sides, it might mess it up a little bit. So we're just going to go with that. And that's really the most outlining I'm going to do. I'm not going to mess with the golf ball or any of that. I might when we get it glued on, but as of right now, I'm not feeling the need to. Alrighty, let's go right here with an outline. And I am just going to outline the edge line of the green here. Right here. Okay. Almost there. Alright. I'm going to go right here where our hole is. And I am going to paint this inside area black where our hole is. Alright, just like that. Probably going to a bigger brush would be easier, but you know, I make things hard. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Adding our outline around. Maybe another little zigzag right there might be fun. Okay. Alright. Through here. Alright. Just like that. Alright. I'm going to add just a little bit of highlight next. Right across here. Oops. My brush picked up just a little bit of the black there, so I'll hide that. And right across here. And I'm going to grab our zigzag here. Perfect. right? I'm also going to get our flag here. I'll just hold this real quick. And we'll do a little zigzag there. Do a quick line of the pole there. And our flag, just like that. Right across that bottom. All right, we are good to go. All right, let me put that over here. And we will get our stuff glued in. Now this did come with a golf cart. I was not loving where to put it. I wasn't sure about it. So I decided to leave it off. Let me blow dry this real quick, or heat gun this real quick, because we're putting the pieces down. These do not have the etch lines for where the words and stuff are supposed to go. So you kind of have to place it and glue it as you go. So I don't want to hit the paint accidentally flat. So I have our golf green here with our batting tee, or our in here. So I'm gonna actually, we'll glue this down since I do know where that one's gonna go. So just a small bead of glue here. There we go. I'm trying to make sure it does not go over the edge here. Just like that. Okay. That down for a second. Make sure it is glued on for us. Okay. And then our golfer guy. Put here. Actually, let's see, we'll put him right here. And our G. O. L. Okay, so G-O-L. F, I, and G. Okay. Place this there a little bit further there and there. Scoop this over just a touch. Okay. Okay, I think I've got it about placed where I want it. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get our G then. And I decided to do it a little bit crookedy, just so it's easier for lining up, to not do it, you know, in a straight line. Plus, honestly, I don't think it would fit. Okay, so we got that one with our G. We'll get to our O next. Around here and there and there. get our L here. Touch there. Yep. Okay. Maybe a little more. I feel like we're a little crooked. Oh goodness. My glue is setting, so that's where it's going. Alright, let's hit our F. Alright. I think that would make it look more like an I or an O. I don't know. Okay, we'll go here. I'm gonna move these up, I think. Okay. Here, I. Okay, and our N. Okay. Alright, that one push down just for a sec. We get our golfer dude. In just a second. Okay. Alrighty. Woo! Goodness. Bumped my elbow there. Alrighty. I think maybe just like so. Push that down. Now when you're gluing these small pieces, make sure you kind of are going at the angle and you're pushing down, so you're not putting too much pressure in one spot. Okay, and then let's get our golf ball here, maybe that. Alright, so I'm just trying to avoid the holes as much as I can. Here. Alrighty. Okay. Actually, we were talking about putting it this way, right? So the sun will look like it's hitting it. Okay. Just like that. Alrighty, so we've got that there, and I'm thinking of doing an outline. I wasn't knowing if I wanted to before, but I think it would look cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go right here. I think we'll do a little zigzag there, starting out. And we're going to go right through here. Alright. Rest our boot here. Alright, I'm going to go right up to our flag and kind of pull that back. I also think maybe we'll go put a zigzag right there. So, thinking maybe right up here, we'll do another zigzag here, like so. Okay. And just going around. Now I thought about adding glitter to this, and because of it being more like manly, rustic, I decided against the glitter. But I thought like maybe doing a raffia bow, something light for the bow would be really nice as well. Let me know what you guys think for a bow, or should you leave a bow out? Almost there. And right there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do a light highlight real quick. Okay. This is kind of pulling some of the black and giving grace, so it's pulling it all kind of together a little bit more. Okay. Alrighty. I am going to call it done. I told you guys, it's a good one, but it would probably be a little more fast than what we're normally used to. Let me go up to my face camera here so you guys can see. Isn't that cute? Alright, you guys, you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.